Yes, 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 yes. Hey guys, Gerald Peters. If you don't know, I'm sure maybe you do. I'm the author of this book, You Don't Have to Die Broke. Now, in this book, I know a lot of you guys are really smart, went to college, shit like that. You probably can find a lot of misspellings and some run-on sentences and maybe some grammatical errors. Well, good for you. But the purpose of this book isn't to display your expertise of grammar. It's to get you out of being fucking broke, okay? So most people, while they can spell complete sentences, have no money in their checking account. And that's what that book's about. It's about getting your buckets right. We're going into the new year. You're going into the new year. And you are the head of your household, whether you're man, female, king or queen. Your job is to protect your family. And the best way you can do that is by getting control of your money. I'm not trying to sell you shit. That book is free. If you DM me your email, I'll send it to you. If all you ever do is read that and it helps you, Godspeed. If you want to buy a physical copy, you can, whatever. But the purpose of the book is to help you get what I call the 3 buckets right. In the book, and I didn't invent this, it's not proprietary, it's not something I came up with, it's stuff that I've clipped throughout my life and throughout my times. I've just learned things in books, like I've learned investing through years and years and years of trial and error and study. I learned real estate investing. I learned how to remodel houses, how to be a landlord, how to deal with people, how to communicate, how to best allocate my money, how to handle debt, right? So this is what the book's about. My 20-something years of this journey. You may hear some people refer to the finance game as the FIRE movement, right? Finance, what is that? FIRE movement. Financially independent, retire early. I couldn't think of it. Now in the book, I'm going to tell you, you never want to retire. That the whole purpose of having money is to then be able to push your intent into the universe and go into the world and do the shit that you really want to do. Things that could benefit people or help people. That's the purpose of financial independence. It's not to go sit on some fucking beach and not work, okay? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Your purpose is to create and do things. And you know how God answers prayers? And you say, well, Gerald, I'm not very religious. Doesn't matter. Listen, you know how people help each other? The collective, the universe, Allah or Buddha, whatever you want to call him. You know how this happens? Through the universal mind, through the collective. Through each other. See, all of the money that you want is in the pockets, purses, wallets, checkbooks, credit cards of other people. And the way you get that money is through service. And so your mission in life, and you say, well, what is the big picture? What is the purpose of life? Is to serve other people with your time, talent, treasure, and however it is you want to do it. Whatever it is your interest is, that also can serve someone else. And that's the big picture. Whether you're a truck driver, work at Walmart, plumber, doctor, lawyer, stock trader, investor, house flipper, doesn't matter, stay-at-home mom, doesn't matter. We all have this same problem. We're all stuck on this economic planet. And this planet revolves around money. You have to have money. And you have to properly manage that money or you are fucked, period. Now you could go to Dave Ramsey, you could go to Grant Cardone, you could go to anybody and try to look, and maybe you could try to fix your problem by making more money. But here's what happens when you do that. Usually you make more money, but because you're spending it wrong and you have it allocated wrong, you don't have your buckets right. It's not because you're not intelligent. I meet people all the time make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, have successful businesses, and they could have 10 times more money if they would get their mind around the buckets and the allocation of managing their debt, getting their savings correct, and then investing in the proper order, right? This isn't something you don't need to go to a financial advisor to learn how to properly align your money, okay? You don't need that. You don't need to go to a doctor to understand that you need to get your ass in shape and exercise and eat fucking right. You don't need a doctor to tell you that. If you ever get to the point where a doctor has to tell you, hey, dummy, you need to manage your personal health, guess what? It's probably too late. So if you wait until it's retirement time or you're 50 or you're all of a sudden realize, hey, I'm fucking broke, if you wait till then, it's too late. So what I'm talking about is if you're 18, same rules apply. If you're 40, same rules apply. Matter of fact, in the book, I have a chapter that says, help, I'm 45 and broke. And we're going to fix that. We're all called the same. This money game is fractal. You could play it with $10. I'm playing it with 100. Warren Buffett's playing it with 100 billion. It's the same game, okay? So what we're going to talk about in the book, it doesn't matter if you're on welfare or you're a doctor. You got to get your buckets right. You got to figure out how much money you make. We need to figure out what your net worth is, whether that's a negative number or a positive number. We've got to figure out the buckets of, we call necessities. In the necessities bucket, there's a hole, and you'll see I talk about this in the book. Now, some of the hole is just common things. Beer. Might want to buy a beer. We all want a beer, right? We all want a water or a soda or some vitamins, or we want to pay for electricity or health insurance or get the kids braces. Some shit you have to buy. It's common to all of us. But other things like, I don't know, going to a payday lender or a fucking pawn shop or the numerous other dumb things that you could buy, like whole life insurance or there's just tons of things that you could, car payments when you don't need car payments, okay? You guys making $60, $70, $80, $90,000 a year, you're always gonna be fucking broke because you give your money to credit card companies, to car companies, anybody, anything you can finance. So all that money you have financed, that's on the wrong side of the register. What my book is talking about, what my teachings are about, and what the science of getting rich is about getting on the other side of the cash register as a way of thinking. In other words, your thought process is, how could I make more money? How could I get richer every single day? Well, let me tell you one way you could do it. Stop giving your fucking money to corporations. That's one way. Stop having car payments. Fucking pay off your student loans. Get control of your credit cards. I don't know, self-discipline. That's where it starts. So this year, as you go forward, you have an opportunity. There's power in this, right this time of year, because a lot of people are coming together at the same time with the idea of change. 3 keys to a successful life: health, wealth, and finance. You all know this, right? Health, wealth, and finance, or health, wealth, and mindset. To get your money right is about changing your mind. The Bible talks about renewing your mind, right? You have to renew your mind. So you're going to have to see yourself different. First, I need you to figure out how much money you're worth. Be honest. What is your net worth? Look at that number. Are you happy with it? Where would you like that to be in the next 12 months? What could you do right now, starting today, to change that number in the next 12 months? And so every day, your goal is to get just a little bit richer. And if you do this every fucking day, 5 days a week, 4 weeks a month, year after fucking year, guess what happens? You get rich. It's not complicated. It's very, very simple. You just have to put your intent to decide, listen, I'm not giving away all my money to corporations. I'm now going to keep my money. I'm going to build up my savings, and we talk about what that really looks like. We're going to make sure we own a home. We're building equity. We have money in savings. Some of these things sound pretty common, right? But you're probably doing them wrong. Now, then we're going to go to investing. Do you notice I didn't even have you in investing until you had the savings in place, until you eliminated debt? Now, some of you are too fucking smart. You think you're smart, but you don't have any money. I get lectured all the time by 25-year-olds who are real fucking smart, can show me all kinds of errors in my book, tell me all kinds of problems with my strategy, but you ain't got millions of dollars. So what I'm trying to show you how to do is not to be smart, but how to get millions of dollars. And it's just a blueprint. I call it the Millionaire Blueprint. I have it on YouTube, teach it all the time. Now, I don't teach it as much as I used to because, well, it gets kind of boring sometimes. But now that we're coming back to the new year, let's get back to the Millionaire Blueprint. The blueprint isn't you buying stocks. It's about you getting your money right, getting the buckets right, making sure you're utilizing your time, you're earning as much as you possibly can, you're at peace and balance in your mind, you get the saving, you eliminate debt, you get the savings set up, and then we move to investing, okay? Then we move to investing, and we invest in real fucking things that pay you money. See, an investment pays you, not down the road when you flip it. That's called a speculation. I'm all for speculation. Buying shares of Tesla, that's a speculation. Buying Bitcoin, cool, that's a speculation. Buying a house where we know the value and the expected rent and we can collect money every month, that's investing. Putting money in a dividend stock that gives you money every 90 days, that's an investment. Buying land to sell it to someone later for more, that's speculation. I do that. Buying houses to flip them and sell them, that's not investing, right? That's flipping houses. That's like trading. Trading is not investing. That's trading. We're trying to flip stocks. So what is the point to all of that? That the clearer I can get your mind on what savings is, what investing is, sorry, we just got hit with a big ass windstorm there. That's funny. What proper money management is, then the quicker we can get you on this path to millionaire, the blueprint to millionaireship. I hope you'll join me in this. And I'm gonna do a series of videos breaking this down, going through the book, through the chapters. I know, a lot of you're so smart. You got it all figured out. Well, let me help you, smart guy. How much money do you got? And if you ain't got a bunch, you ain't that damn smart.